Namaste. Session 3. The lower body, toxin release. Stretch out your legs and sit with your feet out in front of you. Place your hands at your sides for support. Focus upon the joints of your toes as you curl your toes in, tense them tightly and release them. Push down on the metatarsal joints and separate your toes. Spread the toes out, fan them out. Try and make spaces between all of your toes. Then release. Curl the toes in again, tense tightly. Release. Push down on the metatarsals and separate your toes. Then let them go. Point your toes down, away from the body, stretching the connective tissue at the front of the feet and the ankles. Release. Push your heels away and stretch the Achilles tendon and the gastrocnemius muscles, the calves. Release. Do it again. Point your toes down. Let them go. Push the heels away and release. Spread the toes out to the sides and come up to the center. Take both feet over to the right and up to the center and over to the left and return to the center. Support your right leg with your hands and lift your heel off the mat. Rotate your toes in a circular way, about the size of a saucer you would trace with your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And lower the heel down. Support your left leg, raising up. Rotation of the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower your heel down. Support your right leg, bending your knee. Lift your foot away from the mat. A rotation to trace with your toes, the size of a large dinner plate. 1, 2, only the knee is moving. 3, 4, 5, that joint is moving. Keep the ankle quite still. 8, 9, and 10. Back to center, the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And finally the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And lower down. Support your left leg. Raise your foot up. Tracing the circle, the size of a large dinner plate, with the movement of your knee only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And lower down. Bring your feet, soles together, up towards you. Hold on to your ankles, lift from your lower back and lengthen your spine. Bring your elbows in front of your shins and hold the stretch. You can progressively move forwards, lengthening your spine and inch your elbows down. You can stop at any level. And again, if you wish to, inch your elbows down. Keep stretching your spine forwards. And once again, inch your elbows down towards the floor. You can bring your hands onto your toes and bring your elbows right down. And hold the stretch. And slowly release. Bringing the heels a little closer towards you, take your hands underneath your toes and start at the butterfly stretch, Baddha Konasana. We start to gently stretch the inner thigh, the sartorius muscle, the longest muscle of the body. We start to stretch the gracilis muscle of the inner thigh. As we do this gentle butterfly type of movement, this will start to lengthen and stretch these muscles and give more mobility to your hips. And then slowly you release. Bring your knees up and lengthen both legs out. Dandasana, placing your hands onto your right leg. Push the heel of your right foot away and raise your leg up and hold. Relax your foot and lower the heel down. Place your hands onto your left leg, just supporting the back of your leg. Push your heel away and then lift and hold. Relax your foot and lower down. Place your hands at your sides. Sitting on the ischium bones, more upright now. Dandasana. More difficult posture, you can choose to support your legs if you prefer to. Otherwise, raising your right heel up, push the heel away and hold. You will feel a deep contraction of the quadriceps muscle of this leg as you hold the position. Lower the heel down, relax that leg. Now with your fist, gently tap along the femur. As you tap up and down, it just increases the blood supply into the marrow of the bone. It's where we manufacture most of our red and white blood cells in the long bones of the body. It's very beneficial to do this tapping on the muscle after that classical Dandasana. Place your hands at your sides once again. Push the left heel away and lift. And hold. You will feel the deep contraction of the quadriceps muscle. A few moments of holding. And then lower down. Relaxing, tapping on the femur, the longest bone of your body. Just increasing blood supply towards this great bone, where we manufacture in the marrow of the bone the red and the white blood cells. Bringing your hands down at the sides. Our following movement is to bend the right knee and bring your heel in towards the perineum. And gently supporting your ankle with your left hand and your knee with your right hand, even if your knee goes to the floor, just lift and lower to move the trochanter of the hip within the socket and encourage the blood supply to your hip joint. Now, some of you may find that you can quite easily take your foot onto the opposite thigh. Do that, but if you can't, just remain in this position and keep that movement going. Otherwise, taking your right foot in towards the groin, the heel rests in at the groin and the foot will turn sole uppermost as you release the ankle. And again, you must support your ankle with your hand and your knee with your right hand and gently start the movement of gently bouncing and stretching. This gives mobility to the joint of the hip, the knee and the ankle. And then, if you wish to stretch a little more, put your hand underneath, your left hand underneath your foot, gently press the knee down and lift your toes up, stretching the attachments on the front of your ankle. And then releasing, straighten out your knee and then bounce the knee for a moment. And then gently rock your leg from side to side to loosen your ankle and your hip. And then bring your feet together once again. Bending your left knee, draw the heel up towards the perineum. Support your ankle with your right hand and your knee with your left hand. And gently stretching. This gentle movement of opening the hip joint, the knee and the ankle gives mobility to the joints and ease of movement. If you wish to go a little further, you can do, or you may remain in this position, continuing to stretch in this way. Otherwise, bringing your foot onto the opposite thigh, bring the heel in to the groin. The foot should turn sole uppermost as the ankle releases, placing your right hand on your ankle to support the joint and your left hand on your knee, gently stretching. You have to be patient with joint exercises. Stretching, but not straining. Lovely. And then release and stretch out your leg. Bringing the feet together. We're going to stretch the back of the legs by first of all sliding your hands down the front of your left leg towards your ankle. Slowly to lift the leg upwards and go as far as is comfortable to you. Stretching. Hold that stretch. Point the toes upwards towards the ceiling and drop your forehead towards your knee. Raise your head upright. Relax your foot. Tip your heel upwards, Achilles stretch. And again, forehead to knee. Raise your head upright, take an in-breath. And as you breathe out, under control, lower that leg down to the mat. And place your hands onto your left leg and slide your hands towards your ankle, raising up your left leg. Lengthen it, lock your knee, and raise up to whatever position the body will allow. Point your toes upwards towards the ceiling, and then forehead to knee. Raise your head upright. Relax your foot. Tip your heel upwards towards the ceiling. And again, forehead to knee. Raise your head upright. Relax your foot. Breathe in and under control, breathe out and lower that leg down to the mat. A balanced position and a stretching of your legs by bringing your feet up towards you. Touch the toes together and bring your hands to the center and take hold of your heels. Make sure that you are away from a wall or doorway so you do not roll back and bang your head upon the wall. Start to lean back onto the sacrum and get a balanced position, lifting your toes from the ground. You can stay in this position if you wish to, or you can slowly raise your legs up into a scissor position. And then when you have that position, push the heels away and widen the legs, sitting upright. Gentle breathing. And then relax the feet. Bring your feet forwards and touch your toes together. And lower your feet to the mat. Stretch out. For our final stretch, Paschimottanasana, the full posterior stretch, the youth-giving posture of yoga. Breathe in as you raise your arms upwards, lengthen and lift. And as you breathe out, reach for your toes and lay your body down onto your legs. Each time you breathe out, sink down into the posture. 5 slow breaths. Breathe in as you return upright. Having completed our toxin release of the lower body. Namaste.